Hello there, welcome to Baluta Property, a.k.a. Baluta HQ. Yes, we like being called Baluta HQ. Don't ask us why, because that is a story for another day. We don't know if you heard about this story. A few months ago, the popular skit maker Sirbalo lost the sum of 60 million naira in a land transaction gone wrong in the city of Abuja. After several failed attempts to locate the so-called scammer, Sirbalo had no choice but to get in contact with Very Dark Man, a.k.a. VDM. Trust VDM, in collaboration with the Abuja Police Command, they were able to fish out this scammer in a matter of days. And the rest, like we say, is history. We don't know about you, but for us at Baluta, 60 million naira is not little or small money. As a matter of fact, not be money. Those of us in the street, we know what that means. Now, this video is designed to achieve two objectives. The first is to do a post-mortem or ask some fundamental questions relating to this transaction and the lessons people learn from it. You, your friends, relatives, associates, we are sure will learn one or two things from this video. Because we know that ignorance is a major tool that most scammers use against their prey. The more ignorant you are about the project, about the subject or the topic, the deeper they exploit it to the fullest. And these guys, they're not merciful when it comes to their business. Our second reason for doing this video is to recommend the source we have tested, used, and trusted, and we know they will not fall our hands or disappoint you when it comes to owning land in several cities in this country, irrespective of wherever you are located in Nigeria. Even if you live in abroad, this video, we are sure, will be useful to you. Now, I want to tell you to watch this video to the end because we have a surprise package for you at the end of this video. But first, let's hear from Justice Mount himself. Let's hear the story as told by Very Dark Man. Don't go away. Make sure you watch this video to the end. We'll be right back.
Police station this night, as you can see. What's the time now? I think like 8:30 or so. Not for myself, because of Sirbalo, the comedian. So apparently Sirbalo and his friend, they bought a land, from a guy. They saw a land online. They went to go and check the land. They did surveying, check everything on the land. They now charged them 60 million for the land. So they met the guy. They went to the guy's house and they paid for the land. They paid the 60 million and then they left. The guy gave them the documents. They left. Few months later, they went to go and try to say, okay, let's go and do small thing on the land. Let's start development. And they found out that land, another person didn't get the land. They went to edges, tried to check the land, nothing. They said, okay, let's go back to the person that sold the land for us. They can't go to the person's house. They knock. They say the person not there. Ability, they say they tell them. Cut the long story short, when they later enter the house, they can't see that house. Now Airbnb where the guy rents. So the guy rents the house. The day where Sirbalo won't come pay for the land, they put the man picture, his wife picture, his children picture, everything. They design the house like family home. So as the Sirbalo go there to go pay for the land, they can say, this one a family house. They transfer the money to the man. Do you understand? Then they transfer the money to the land. So as they can't go to the house now, they can't tell them say the house not be the house. They could not find the man. They go everywhere. They don't see the man. So Sirbalo can't tell VDM. And of course, VDM, Naira, Abuja. So he tell me, I say, okay, no problem, don't worry, I know the right place to go. So shout out to, now they just caught the person. I'm at the station, they just bring the person after they don't find the person, finally they just catch them. So quick shout out to the FCT PRO Josephine Ada, because I disturbed her tire, and shout out to the Commissioner of Police CP Igwe. He really try. So we're on the case. Hopefully we are going to get the land. Although the guy now, they saying get one land for Gwagwalada, is going to pay. That he chop 35 million. Now 3 people chop the money. Now this one, that one, say get one land for Gwagwalada. Oh guys, no Gwagwalada land that they gave you. I'm going to drop my car. I am sorry. Now, you don't say, I have another land with you. Oh God, my money will be fine.
Yes, welcome back. You overlook the fact that Sirbalo bought this property in collaboration with his friend. Before we continue, on behalf of Team Baluta, we want to say a huge thank you to Very Dark Man and the FCT Police Command for a job well done in smoking out this land scammer. Now let's take a look at the sequence of this transaction. Sirbalo and his friend, they saw the property online, they got interested, and they got in contact with the seller. They did their due diligence, they visited the seller's house, they liked the house, and then they made payments, documents were exchanged, and they went away for a while, probably for a few months. Then after a few months, like we mentioned earlier, they started work there. It was at the point of working on the land or property that they realized somebody else also has claim to the property. At this juncture, naturally, if you and I were the persons involved, we will naturally call the person that sold the property to us. I want to believe after calling the seller severally, he probably didn't pick. So they had no option but to do what? To go to the seller's house. Surprisingly, they got there to discover it was an Airbnb apartment that was rented solely to execute the scam project. Now, all effort to locate this guy proved abortive. And then that was where he had no option but to get in contact with very dark man. And Trust VDM, he swung into action in collaboration with FCT Police Command, and the results were gotten in a matter of days. Now it's time to ask some important questions, and I want you to pay close attention. The first question is, who showed Sirbalo and his friend this plot of land? Is it that they saw it online themselves, or somebody from their inner circle saw the land and recommended it to them? If it's a member of their inner circle that saw the land and recommended it to them, there might be need to beam their searchlight closer on this person. They might be need to ask a few questions. We are not saying he's guilty, we are just saying if there is. I hope you understand me. You understand, right? I'll leave it there for you. The second question is, does the apartment authenticate the transaction, the property, or the seller? In the opinion of Baluta Property, we believe it is absolute and a capital no. Take for instance myself. I've been in this business for a while, and I don't think there's more than one or two agents that actually know where I live. That is because as long as we have done our due diligence, you have done your due diligence, transaction can be completed anywhere. It could be in your house, it could be at the eatery, it could be at the particular land itself, and so on and so forth. It could be at the lawyer's house, office, and so on and so forth. But to say you saw my house is looking good, and you felt confident to proceed with the deal, that is a no for us. The next question is, who did the due diligence for this property? Was it the agent, or the agent and the buyers, in this case Sirbalo and his friend? Or was it Sirbalo and his friend? Or Sirbalo paid a party lawyer or party organization to do the arrangement for him because he doesn't want to pay the actual money? Or did he contacted a professional lawyer? In our opinion, we feel Sirbalo did not contact a professional to do the due diligence for him. And we also feel that this is where the transaction was lost. This is where Sirbalo lost the 60 million naira. We don't think it would have been too much if he had spent between, let's say, 500k and maybe a few millions to get a qualified lawyer or qualified professional to help him do the investigation on this property. There's something we need to bring to your notice. Take for instance, we know back then in Lagos, people can, even in the location where they do all this certification, you will still have people who are hustlers that will ask you how far. Even in some of these offices, there are people who are hustlers. You understand me? So it's always better for you to engage a professional to handle your due diligence for you, because my brother, 60 million not be water. For somebody to lose 60 million in these hard times, in this Tinubu time, or this Buhari time, I don't know which is where they actually lost the money, but I can tell you it's not an easy thing for somebody to lose that kind of money at this point in time. But if you had gotten a lawyer or gotten a professional to help him do the investigation, it would have been easier. And I want to advise you out there, whether you are buying property for 1 million, you are buying property for 10 million or more, it's always advisable to get a professional to get your due diligence done for you, and to also do charting. Charting will enable you know if the property is under government's interest, or government has interest in that property, or the property is owned by government, with the intention to use it later. You understand me now? So please spend that extra cash and do what? Get it done professionally. The next question is individuals versus real estate developers, which is better? While in most cases it is cheaper to buy land from individuals, communities, but when it comes to the value and appreciation, it is far, far better to buy from real estate developers. That is credible real estate developers. Now let me explain some things. When the developer buys land to sell to you and I, as they sell it, they add infrastructures and facilities into the same location, and the property tends to appreciate faster and higher than when you buy from just one individual or one community. There's also another dimension I want you to look at. There have been cases where somebody buys land from a genuine source. At the end of the day, the family invites him or her that yes, we know you bought it from this person. He's our child or our son, but we were not involved, or the family head was not involved. Therefore, you need to pay us extra amount. There are even two cases right now we want to mention. In recent times, roads were constructed across two communities. Our head office is in Port Harcourt, and this is a story we know very, very well. In one of the communities, as the road was constructed, the land value there appreciated. We had to start calling our friends and associates that we know bought land in that community. Oh boy, you don't fence your property. You don't fence your property. Why was that? That was because as soon as land appreciated in that community, the people that sold their land previously started reselling the land to a new set of buyers. And you can understand the chaos that will take place in that community. The second story we want to tell you is about a young man who revoked the transaction that was carried out by his grandfather. What was his reason? As soon as the road was constructed across the community, land value shot up. And then he said the grandfather sold the land at undervalued price, thereby revoking the transaction. As I'm talking to you, the last time we checked, in that community, they were macheting themselves with cutlass. If Mr. A enters, Mr. B comes with his group with machetes. If Mr. B enters, Mr. A comes with his group with machetes. As I'm talking, even the vigilante group in that community are divided into two, for and against. So you see what I'm telling you right now. It's always better to get a real estate development company, credible one, that you know when you buy land from them, you'll have what? Peace of mind. These are just a few of some of the things we've observed when it comes to land buying and selling. The next question is, will Sirbalo be able to recover the 60 million naira that he lost to this scammer? We doubt if that will be possible. According to VDM, the guy they caught, or the scammer they caught, said they were 3 in number. He got 35 million naira, which means 25 million naira is with the other parties. Now, knowing our system, police has caught him, right? He most likely will torture him. After torturing him, he will come to the point of negotiation for settlement. At that point, if the scammer says he can be paying 100,000 naira per month, I don't know, Sirbalo's case may be different, but from what we have observed over time, it is police that will now advise the victim. This is what he says can be paying, 100 naira per month. If you do the maths, 100 naira per month, or let's say a million naira per month, right? That will take him quite some time to get his money intact, and the money will also have lost value. This is why I want to re-emphasize the fact that it's always better for you to get a professional to do due diligence for you. You may spend a little bit extra for the tears, sorrows, and blood that follow. You will not take part in it. While we sympathize with Sirbalo and his friend, we just want to say, please avoid similar experiences, because you may not be lucky enough to have access to VDM to help you fish out this scammer. Now remember, we talked about a surprise package for you at the beginning of this video. We've come to that point right now. But first, I'd like to ask you a question. Do you know any real estate developer that sells land to their customer by using smartphone? If you know any of such real estate developer, please state their name in the comment section below. We are waiting. Did you get the question, or should I repeat it? I think it's better I repeat it. The question is, do you know any real estate developer in Nigeria presently that sells land to his clients through the web? That is, with your smartphone, you can make purchase of their land anywhere you are, even if you are in diaspora. If you know of any such company, please list the name of that company in the comment section below. We'd like to know about them, we'd like to study them, and we'd like to know how they operate. Having said that, I want to introduce a company to you. This company has a proven track record. They've sold over 50 estates nationwide. They are presently selling over 30 estates in Nigeria. They are present in at least 14 cities. They'll be 10 years in January 2025. They'll be launching an airline very soon, which may be Capital City Air or Capital Air, whichever it is, but take note of that. You hear it from here first. And they have a credible track record. The name of that company, like I already gave you expo, is Capital City Estates or Capital City Estates. They are one of the companies, or the only company we know presently, that you can buy property from via the web. Registration automated, plot reservation automated, account funding automated, payment automated, receipts collection automated, contract of sales automated. The only thing you collect physically is your title, or the title to that particular property you are purchasing. So you can see, wherever you are, you can buy property from them. You can be in Lagos and buy property from them at Abuja or Port Harcourt or Uyo. You can be in diaspora also and make purchase of your land smooth and easy. Now there's also a caveat. We negotiated a deal with them. For every plot you buy, irrespective of the location in Nigeria, you get 5% payback through us. If you want to know how you can register with them, they have the link in this video. If you want to know how you can buy property from them, we have a link in this video. On that note, I want to say thank you for being with us, and we will see you at our next video. We say cheers.